What's up, Virgo? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, guys, before getting into anything, I am attempting to work from this place in my building where just anyone could walk past, and it's kind of weird, and I'm still getting used to people like just staring and being like, "What is she doing in there?" So, if you guys see me kind of like awkwardly look out, that is why. So, just bear with me. But let's do this, guys. Let's see what's going on in your love life. Let's jump right into it. Now, this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Virgo signs. And just keep in mind, guys, like I always say, the energies could be transferable. So it could be something that I'm picking up on your behalf, or it could be the energy of somebody around you. Okay. And at the end, guys, I will do separate advice for couples, singles, and for those who kind of find themselves in a gray area where you're not necessarily single, but you're not necessarily taken either. We all know that's fun. So let's see what's up, Virgo. You guys are my last reading today. I have been working since like 5 o'clock this morning, so I'm so ready to just eat, be in a good place. All right, so we have past, present, and future. Okay. All right, guys. So the energy that we have here is the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, when you get this energy, it's showing that there's something that just may not be working out, okay, in the way that you thought it would. We have the Queen of Pentacles followed by the Six of Wands in the reverse. So you're actually empowered by something that doesn't work around you. Okay, it doesn't have to be a whole relationship. It could just maybe be an aspect of the relationship that wasn't working, and that's what you're moving away from. So let's get into this and see what's going on. All right, guys. So the first card that we have for the past is the Knight of Pentacles. So this could be your energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and this is someone who, strategically just moving forward with something, taking their time with it. But let's see why this is showing up. We have the Emperor. And we have the Ten of Wands. So you guys are in a place where you need to be strong and you need to make decisions based off of life experiences and the wisdom that you have already, up to this point. But there's something here that was burdening. There was something that you felt was a blockage and was just very unconventional in your life. And maybe you had to reject this or it had to reject you. Okay? And whatever this was, either you were trying to get back into its life or it was trying to get back into your life. And I just don't see this as a good idea. I see it as a waste of time and effort. So there's definitely conflict around this, all right, with the Five of Swords. So what is going on with this Five of Swords? Why is this here for your past? You have the Chariot. And we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So there's something that was just happening really fast, guys. It wasn't going to work out. There's way too much toxicity here. Some sort of injustice, just being on the lost path and you just knowing there's a bullet that you have to dodge. But things definitely took a turn left when you thought it was going to go right. Okay. Why is this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse here? We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Five of Cups in the reverse. For a lot of you, you're moving away from something, possibly fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But you're seeing something for what it is. And whether it was you or somebody else, it's like someone kept trying to figure out different ways to get something rolling, to get it off the ground. But it was just too debilitating. Okay. For some of you, there could have been a lot of passion here, but there's just, again, just a lot of, just too much burden with whatever this is. Okay. So let's go to the present moment. So the first card that you guys have for this, for the present, is the Hanged Man. I love this energy because this is not a person that is going to force things in their life. This is a person that just goes with the flow. If you want to leave them, they let you leave. If you want to come in, as long as you're not screwing up their life, they'll let you. So why is this Hanged Man here? It's like a very zen view on life. We have the Six of Wands. The Devil card. It's clear, guys. Whether it's you not being 100% invested in someone or them not being invested in you, there's just something that could have been depleting you. Or it's toxic, it's not going to be successful, and you just don't want to fight no more. It's like, look, it's not working out, and I'm tired. I don't want to fight. Okay? Whatever. It's not going to work out. All right? Now, the next card that you have for the present moment, and this is the center of your reading, so this is what I look at as like kind of like a central energy. You have the Page of Swords in the reverse. All right. So with the Page of Swords in the reverse, if it's not you removing yourself from a conversation or someone else removing themselves from a conversation, then this is pure shit talking. This is somebody who, on a plus side, they're very, very honest. On a downside, it could be very cruel. Okay. We have the King of Swords, so maybe you guys are dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So a lot of sword energy here, guys. There's going to be something that is just reckless. Someone just going off, talking their shit. All right? For some of you, it's going to be an air sign that you're dealing with. For others of you, you're just going to take on this whole role and say, you know what? I'm cutting out anything that is bringing me this sort of dramatic energy. But this is drama, guys. It's something that you can't accept in your life, that you have to move past, but mentally you could still be a little bit stuck on it. Okay? For some of you, going towards air signs might not be the best thing for you this month. Okay? Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This is a general reading, guys, so I don't want to be the reason why a relationship doesn't happen. All right? But just putting it out there and just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. So the last card that we have for the present moment is the King of Cups. So this could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, or just somebody who just is in a good place emotionally. Like they're in tune with their emotions. They feel good in their emotions. Why is this King of Cups here? The Moon card in the reverse. And we have the Temperance card. So honestly, you guys get to a place of clarity. Like, yeah, I have to reject something. And you guys make a solid decision to do so. Or maybe someone makes a decision to drop you. But your soul is at ease, guys. Regardless of how it happens, your soul didn't want this for you. Okay? So for some of you, yes, this could be a water sign. But I just see this as being, you know, at ease emotionally. Okay? So moving forward into the future, first card that we have is Three of Wands. The Three of Wands talks about expansion. Are you turning your back in order to expand? Or is there something coming in that you could expand with? So let's see what this is. Four of Cups. So you're turning your back on something for sure. Lover's card. You're turning your back on something that's not going to work out. And guess what, guys? New love. All right? Or a new opportunity that comes in, but only until you realize something is bad judgment. Now, with this new thing coming in, for a lot of you, this is going to be completely new territory. Either it's someone that you hadn't been with in the past, or it's someone that, like, even if you know them, maybe you just never passed that romantic boundary with them. So maybe it's a person who was just a friend and now you're crossing over to getting out of the friend zone. Good job. But for some of you, this could definitely be someone you already know. But I see a new direction altogether. Again, you have to let go of the chaos that you find yourself in first, though. All right? You have wish fulfillment, guys. So something really good comes in. You really desire something strongly. Full card. Like I said, something new. And you have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So maybe you're unhappy about certain things. You know, there is something that you're transitioning out of as you go towards something new. For a lot of you, I don't feel like you're telling that person what you're going through to the fullest extent. I feel like you're keeping a lot of it to yourself. Maybe you don't want to mess up a good thing. I could imagine how a first date talking about your ex the whole time could be kind of discouraging for the person trying to date you. But yeah, I see you guys being in a place where you really desire something new, but you're just dealing with some emotions that you have to close out from past situations. But the new thing seems very promising. It seems very stable too, guys. All right, you have the Four of Wands here, which talks about stability, being able to build a solid foundation with someone, but keeping it a secret, okay? And you have the Two of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, you decide to go towards something new, but you keep it a secret because maybe someone sees it as cheating, or maybe someone sees it as, you know, we still have feelings for each other. You're not supposed to be with anybody else. But you guys are happy. You dodge a bullet and there's extreme abundance that comes in. With the Ten of Pentacles, it's like you feel like you're on top of the world. For some of you, this might actually be somebody that together, just as, you know, a couple, you guys do very well financially. All right. So yeah, Virgo, you guys are coming out of some crazy ass chaos, and I see you going towards something that really, really does suit you, and you're secretive about it. And I don't see it as a malicious secret, you know, secrecy in a malicious way, although maybe some of you, you know, you have to hide it from people because it's wrong for whatever reason. I see it more so for most of you being kept secret because you want to preserve it, because you want to protect it. Okay. And I agree with that. You know, when it comes to talking to someone new or just starting a new project, anything like that, you know, let people know when it's established, when it's solid, when it's there. Because if people know what you're building on or what you're trying to work towards, all these bad, jealous, whatever intentions that people put out in the atmosphere, that shit is real. That shit is real. And I know that firsthand. I used to be very loud with the movements I was making in life until I realized that it caused a lot of animosity. So I just keep my shit quiet. You can't attack me if you don't know what the fuck I'm building. All right. So that's the take that you guys are going to have. All right. So let's look at advice cards. So if any of you would be kind enough to timestamp the advice so you guys can go straight to the advice that applies to you. If you guys need a personal reading or if you want to look at my social media stuff, I'll talk about that at the end of the video. Okay. All right. So let's start with couples. What is going on with my Virgo couples? Ace of Wands, you have the King of Pentacles, and you have the King of Cups in the reverse. Let me just pull some clarifiers here. Hanged Man in the reverse. Temperance card in the reverse. And you have the Knight of Cups. A lot of you are in a place where I see that you can really act in a way of integrity. And how do I want to say this? I feel like for a lot of you, you're going to have the upper hand somehow on a situation. But there's something here that is being started or that a person may want to move forward with that the soul is uneasy with. Okay? Maybe you guys are dating someone who is starting something else, a third party. Okay? Or maybe you guys just got into a relationship and one of the parties just can't be trusted. All right? But I see something that is forced. Something that the soul is uneasy with. All right. And this is very simple to come out of, guys, because just ask yourself, do I have to bend over backwards in any way, shape, or form? Am I doing more than what feels natural to me at this point? Because if that's the case, I don't see that working out. For some of you, maybe it's a water sign that things won't work with, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, due to promiscuity, cheating, that sort of thing. But honestly, I see either someone juggling partners or just juggling whether or not they should be in something. You know, am I happy here? Is this the best for me? Because there's instability here. I see something that could be a mistake for you guys to go towards. Okay. Let me pull through my cards for y'all. Knight of Swords, Two of Wands, Queen of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, honestly, I see a passion that can get somebody into trouble. I see someone doing something that could be reckless and that could add a lot of unnecessary fuel to a fire. Tread carefully, guys. Okay? The heart wants what it wants, and I understand, you know, wanting to leave something and go to something else, but just do it properly. Do it correctly. Finish what you have going before you open up something else, okay? Only because karma's a bitch. And if you hurt someone, it comes back to you 10 times worse. So, yeah, I'm not scared of anyone. I'm just scared of karma. I don't want to deal with bullshit. So, y'all could ask my ex. He motherfucking hates me because I'm very, very honest. I'm like, look, I don't want you. I want someone else, blah, blah. But I don't have anything on my conscience, okay? No one could ever say I lied to them. All right, guys. So, let's look at singles. What are y'all going through right now? What advice do you need for November? Four of Pentacles, Ace of Swords in the reverse, and Page of Wands. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Very clear advice, guys. There could be a situation where maybe a person sounds really, really sweet. Their offer sounds amazing. But if there's anything where you find yourself fighting or just being in a lot of conflict, that's what you have to protect yourself from. This is really going to be a go with the flow kind of month where things don't have to be so complicated. They don't have to be so hard. So if you find yourself fighting so much with someone, it's because they're probably not meant to be there. Okay. It shows that something is just a lost path. It's bad judgment. The worst that could have happened here already has, but there's just fighting. I see a nasty exchange of words. Whatever this is not leading to happiness. We have the Five of Pentacles. You have to reject this. We have the Hanged Man, going with the flow. And going with the flow means realizing that this is a waste of time and effort. If it brought you drama or burden in the past, don't let it do it again. All right? Something toxic needs to be put away, guys. Okay? All right. So for my Virgos who are in that fun gray area, let's see what the advice is for you. All right, guys, so we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse, Nine of Wands, and you have the Three of Swords in the reverse. So there's something that might still be having a hold on your heart that you're not 100% over it. Maybe you're suppressing it. Maybe you're still trying to heal. But whatever that is, guys, again, letting it go. The main theme for you guys this month is releasing things that just don't serve you, all right? It shows that with you walking away from something, you actually get on the path for you to realize your life potential, okay? The Hierophant is a very strong card. You know, whether it's upright or in the reverse, it shows whether something helps or does not help us to go on the path that we're meant to be on, okay? And in this case, you find that path by walking away. Eight of Cups, Two of Cups in the reverse. So, yeah. No more gray area. It's just a walking away area. We have the Five of Wands, Queen of Wands in the reverse. There's fighting, there's arguing, there's bickering. Somebody's all dramatic and angry and mad. Maybe this has to do with the fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, but you got to let it go. Be patient with yourself and make sure that you become, you know, the epitome of single if that's what you need to do. And I mean that in the sense of, like, you can hold your own, you can carry yourself. You don't need someone else there. If they want to show up and it's good for you, great. But are you going to sit here and cry and spend your whole week just under the covers on Tinder? That's not going to help. Dating sites don't help, especially stuff like that. So just take time, heal, do what you need to. And then, yeah, when you feel strong and independent, that's when you go back out. And that's when something that serves you will come in. And, you know, we have to be very, very careful with, you know, I know for a lot of people, we might want love and we might want things to be good. But you really have to ask yourself, am I in a place where I can attract the best kind of, the best kind of love? Sorry, guys, there's like motion sensors on these lights, so I promise you there's no ghost around. But yeah, I feel like when we're in a really low place or we don't necessarily like love who we are or what we're doing in life, or let's say we're just like being super lazy, you know, past few months when we know we should be more productive, I would be careful of going out and trying to look for love when you're in places like that, only because you're going to attract similar energies. And I actually saw someone post something. They're like, stop telling people that they need to be in a certain place. People could be loved at all times and they deserve love at all times. And yes, I agree to an extent. But I've seen it over and over again, guys. When you're suffering, when you're going through some shit, you can't deny you're just not going to attract the same kind of people. If I go out confidently and if I go out crying right now, do you think I'm attracting the same person? I'm not. So I agree and I disagree with that. So I just feel like you guys just need to put yourselves in a good place before putting yourself out there like that. But yeah, be real with yourself. What is it that needs to be released here? Okay. So yeah, guys, the next reading I'm going to have for y'all is going to be your November mid-months. So if you guys would like to follow me on social media, my Instagram is highvibrations44, and then I have another Instagram which is High Vibrations Tarot, and on that I put daily energy so you guys can see what's going on in your day, and then I do daily advice where you could pick a card. You don't know what it's going to be, but then it shows you what it is at the end. So yeah, that is always there. You can check the link in, or you could check the description. I have all of my information there, and my website is there as well, highvibrationswithliz.com. If you guys need anything, I did open up for mini readings and for questions, but Other than that, y'all, I'm here. I love you guys, and I'll see you again soon.